Honorable Governor of Rajasthan, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure for me to be here. It is a privilege to stand before you today and talk about two critical issues, education and entrepreneurship in building Viksit Bharat. As we strive towards the vision of developed India, we need to consider how these two pillars can work together to uplift our nation and empower our citizens. These two sectors are just not parallel drivers of growth. They are intertwined forces that must work together to enable India's transformation into a thriving, inclusive economy. Interestingly enough, I have experienced both education and entrepreneurship. First 20 years of my career, I was an entrepreneur. The last 25 years, I have worked with my wife Kumari in the field of education. So I have seen how deeply these forces shape the society. So today, I want to focus on 4 aspects which I believe will create transformation in these fields. What I call LEAP. Leadership in education, equity in education, collective action, and prosperity. Let me start with leadership in education. In a linguistically and geographically diverse country like India, there are enormous challenges in educating the masses. We are a country of contradictions. We produce 1 million engineers, but we have millions of children who are not in school. Our enrollment ratio in middle school is 85%, but by the time we reach professional education or higher education, that ratio comes down to 27%. We have 1.5 million schools across the country, out of which 1 million of them are government schools. There are many reports which show us that 70% of our students in grade 5 are performing at grade 2 level. So it is very clear that the system needs change, the system needs transformation. And I clearly believe that transformation needs leadership. We need leaders who can inspire and empower others, leaders who can sense, make sense, and act in such a way that progress can be created. These leaders are not just administrators, but mentors and facilitators, guiding and supporting individuals to reach their full potential. They should provide a path to progress through micro improvements and incremental changes that can lead to systemic transformation. One of our initiatives, Shiksha Logam, work in capacity building in leadership in K-12. We have touched about 5.7 lakh school leaders across 27 states. Now let me talk about equity in education. Education forms the backbone of a developed nation, ensuring equitable access to opportunities for all. Many students in our country face challenges of what I call the AAA, access, awareness, and affordability. This will prevent them from pursuing education, specifically higher education. This also leads to many of them not realizing their entrepreneurial potential in our country. Every child deserves a chance to dream, learn, and succeed, not only academically, but as active members of our community. The harsh realities of inaccessibility, lack of facilities, poor teaching, and the need to contribute towards families' income from a very young age make it almost impossible for our children from underserved communities to succeed. We must strive to build an equitable education system that caters to diverse needs of our vast population. We should incorporate digital infrastructure to support in all aspects of education efforts. Recently, AI has created many unique opportunities for the use of technology. For example, platforms like Diksha have revolutionized access to quality learning resources, particularly for students in underserved communities. Diksha is a national platform developed by the Ministry of Education, Government of India, which provides open digital infrastructure to improve the quality of our school education. For example, in a month, Diksha has recorded 1 billion learning sessions. 2.5 million primary school teachers were trained at a 4x speed and at 5% of the cost than traditional classroom using Diksha. We need more platforms like Diksha to enable transformation in every aspect of education, specifically K-12 all the way to higher education. Nowadays, generative AI is a buzzword which is here to stay. Gen AI can transform all aspects of education from personalized learning to efficient administration. Through our program Vidyadhan, over the last 25 years, we have supported thousands of children in the area of affordability and awareness. Now let me talk about collective action. Collective action, I believe, is essential to achieve sustainable scale and impact. Collaboration between public, private, and civil society sectors is key to success. Now, we have all heard the old adage of the elephant and the blind man. Each one of us experiences the issues and problems through our own understanding and mental models. While we do that, it is important for us to build common understanding, common purpose, which can lead to collective action. Building these collectives will allow us to create not one, but a few common purposes behind which different organizations can rally around, create shared resources and shared learning. I believe this will create sustainable change. An example which comes to my mind is Gunj, which supports marginalized communities, and Renkasutra, empowering artisans from tribal and rural areas, connecting with urban markets. Through partnerships and collective action, these organizations have fostered social capital, linking communities with resources and mentorship opportunities. Our own Shiksha Logam, through collective action, have resulted over 6 lakh micro improvements in areas of infrastructure, pedagogy, and learning environments, impacting millions of students. At Shiksha Graha, a people's education movement to improve public schools, we hope to create a network of relationships among students, mentors, educators that will uplift entire communities. Now this brings me to the last point, prosperity. Prosperity can be achieved through entrepreneurship. And this entrepreneurship should be for the billions, not for the millions. We need to foster an environment where entrepreneurial spirit thrives, leading to an inclusive, equitable growth. Entrepreneurship in Viksit Bharat must focus on innovation for billions, especially what we call the bottom of the pyramid rather than the middle class. We must also foster social entrepreneurship that target sectors overlooked by traditional startups. For example, the use of assistive technology for people with disability is a great example. It's an innovation that doesn't just create profit but transform lives, exemplifying how entrepreneurship can be inclusive and impactful. So by focusing on leadership in education, equity in education, collective action, and creating prosperity. We can create a virtuous cycle where education empowers individuals, creating entrepreneurship fueling economic growth, and collective action ensuring sustainable, inclusive development. Let us work together to build a Viksit Bharat where every citizen has the opportunity to learn, innovate, contribute to our nation's progress. Thank you.